Okay, so Family Guy is an American TV show that's been airing since the early 2000s or something. And for a while, I had never seen it until very recently. By very recently, I mean like last year or so, where I decided to put the show on, starting in the first season, just curious as to see how, like good it was. So, I had heard very great things about it and had seen a variety of clips over the years because, like, it's a popular show. However, I, like, to my shock and to my awe, was absolutely disgusted with the material which I saw. Not because it's vulgar or violent or anything like that, but because its humor is very lowbrow compared to how high my sense of humor is. I'm not saying that my sense of humor is advanced beyond, like, human comprehension or anything. I'm just saying that, like, basically, like, I mean, like, if you fart, I'll laugh, but, like, I don't know. It's just very blatantly unfunny to me. Family Guy, if you do not know, essentially the way that it works is you'll have like the episode plot, and running concurrently with the episode plot, you have the funny moments. I'm leaving that in, and basically those are like the clips and stuff you see. Like, okay, they're literally the entire point of them existing is just to be a joke. However, unlike shows like South Park or The Simpsons or Futurama, like other shows that I love, specifically Futurama, that's my favorite show, the jokes don't really go anywhere. Like, they just happen, and they just happen to be funny, and that's the whole point. For example, so you can have an episode where he'll be like, yeah, hey, Lois, remember the time that I jumped in front of Harambe to save him from the gunshot? And she'll be like, yes, Peter. And then they'll show like a clip, right? And it'll be like Peter like jumping in front of Harambe when he's got like the shotgun out. Yeah, that's it. That's the joke. Are you laughing? But like, okay, so like that's not even like the whole thing. I'm fine with just the like unfunny one-off clips. Like I said, I like Simpsons, I like Futurama. Both of those shows do have like one-off jokes. They do. I mean, they really do. Even early South Park, which, like anything before like season 4 of South Park, I don't really think is that great. Partially because like the humor isn't, I don't know, like satirical. Yeah, because I like satirical comedy. Even if that's in the form of a fart. Like, okay, just stupid vulgar jokes are just really unfunny to me generally. I don't know. I don't laugh at them. And it's really an issue to me, particularly since like a lot of my age group too, or like that demographic, we're just like saying like balls is like super funny. And I guess, but like only because it's unexpected and only because you're trying to say it to be funny. But I don't know how to phrase this properly. Okay. Essentially, what I'm trying to get at is that basically, being funny for the sake of being funny isn't funny. But being funny for the sake of, I don't know, maybe making a point is. So, if I were to say balls just out of nowhere, it's not funny. But if I were to say balls because the teacher is standing right in front of me, that's really, like, that's real comedy right there. That is hilarious. Or, if I were to just fart, that's unfunny. But if I were to fart at a funeral home, that would be, that'd be really, bad, and I shouldn't do that. However, it'd be really funny. So, I mean, like, yeah, that makes sense, right? I don't know. I've been yapping for 4 minutes now. I don't know. Like, that's just the whole point that I had to make. And maybe, I don't know, for however long I keep talking, for the solid 2 people out there who are going to see this, maybe you understand, maybe you'd like to share some input, maybe not, I don't care. It doesn't matter. But, alright, I don't know. I'm not an expert on comedy, first and foremost. I don't watch comedians, because I don't think they're very funny. I watch comedies, but not really for the humor, more for the plot, which may be another issue that I have with Family Guy, specifically, because the plots take a back seat to, I guess, like, the jokes, I guess. another issue I have with it. Like, okay, so I've probably seen maybe 10 or so episodes of the first season and a few other random one-off episodes that I've just caught on TV as they've come on from whatever season. And I've also seen the episode where Brian dies, which was awful. I'm not talking about that. If this gets more than 5 views, however, I will make an entire whole analysis of that episode, maybe frame by frame or something like that. I don't know, but basically, okay. So here are the key points that I'm going to go over. First of all, funny for the sake of funny, as I've already talked about, is not funny. Second of all, trying to maybe like I don't know what the word is. I can't think of it. Never mind. You know what? Forget about it. I didn't write a script, as you can tell, because I'm literally just like yapping, basically. Like it's just me yapping. Okay. So Family Guy. It's a show. It's not funny to me. So, okay, what is funny to me? The show that makes me laugh the hardest out of any show to ever exist is South Park. I don't think South Park is a perfect show. The South Park glaze is exceptional these days. I don't think it's a perfect show by any means. I think a lot of the later seasons, pretty much anything after like season 17-ish, it's rough. There's only like a few episodes for each of those seasons that I think is particularly good. And then like the most popular era of South Park, the early seasons of South Park. Oh, this is more comfortable. The earlier seasons of South Park, they're fine. They're not the pinnacle of TV. The second season's awful. I think I laughed at 2 episodes in the second season. What makes South Park funny is the satirical comedy, the unexpectedness of said comedy, and the fact that I don't know. Maybe it's the high-pitched voices. Maybe that's all it takes. But when you have these episodes about these kids doing things that adults would do, I like, based off of my logic with Family Guy, that shouldn't be funny, but South Park does it in a satirical manner, where the kids will do things that adults would do, represented as stuff that kids would do. I think my favorite example of this is, I forgot what the episode's called, but it's basically the episode where everybody has debt during the recession, right? Which I was not alive for. So maybe some of the nuances missed here. Not sure. I mean, I picked up a lot from it. And basically, Kyle, because he's Jewish, obviously, basically is like Jesus, and he sacrifices his, whatchamacallit, for everybody's debt. And he pays off everybody's debt with his credit card. Yeah, it works. It works, and I don't think it would have worked if all the characters were adults. If not South Park. If Family Guy were to do a similar episode of their show about relieving debt, yeah, you probably wouldn't know it because it would just be jokes about Harambe and, I don't know. Hey, Lois, remember the time I was on Bob the Builder? Whoa! Oh my gosh, it's Peter Griffin. Yeah, I'm Peter Griffin. I can, look at me, I'm a bulldozer. Yeah, like that would be the whole joke. It's literally just him like standing there, like moving his mouth, making like bulldozer noises or something. I don't know. Cause like, I don't know. Like, okay, I might straight up just be biased to Family Guy because, again, like I said earlier, Simpsons was like the first show that I'd say I watched that's more of like an adult like comedy show. I first watched it a few years ago. Like, I mean, I finished the show so fast, like, genuinely. Even, I've seen all the seasons of the show. I've seen every episode of the show. Even everything past, like, the Golden Age. It's rough, but I'd still much rather watch it over Family Guy. I got much more entertainment out of the Lady Gaga episode of The Simpsons than I did out of any singular episode of Family Guy that there ever was. I laughed more times at the Lady Gaga episode of Simpsons, Lisa Goes Gaga, from like season 22 or something, than I believe that I will ever get from a single experience of watching any given Family Guy episode. Any given Family Guy episode. You could not name a single Family Guy episode that I would get more enjoyment from. I don't care. It's so unfunny Like, literally, the jokes will just boil down to, oh, Meg dies. Oh no, Brian. The time machine's broken. We're gonna be stuck back here in medieval Florence. I don't know, dude. I'm just making stuff up. But look, you stopped watching, but you get what I'm going. You get what I'm talking about. Okay, that's the thing. You get what I'm talking about. It's unfunny. It's just unfunny. I just don't laugh at it. You know what is funny? Literally anything else I would get more, dude. I'd get more enjoyment from watching a wall that's just been painted dry. And the animation too. I have no room to talk about, watching shows with high quality animation, considering the fact that South Park is one of my favorite shows of all time. I understand that. I really do. Okay, side note, I really need to stop staring, at myself on the camera. I need to look over here. Hi, this is me. I'm Lil Chriso. What's up? Please subscribe, please. I have 0 subscribers, and I'd like 1, please. Thank you for watching. Because I'm yapping. But, okay. So, damn, it's been 11 minutes. Okay. Anyway, look, I would just, straight up, I would rather watch the decomposition of a fruit. Like those videos that are, time lapses. I would much rather watch that for the rest of eternity than watch 3 Family Guy episodes right now. I'm it's so stupid, too, because, you'd think that Family Guy is not that bad. And most people that like the show will be like, oh, it's not that bad, you just don't get the comedy. What comedy is there? What is the comedy? What is the point? What is the comedy? It's the same conundrum with Instagram Reels. If you watch Instagram Reels, if you looked at a single Instagram Reel, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It is mind-numbingly stupid brain rot for toddlers. And the comment section is the same as well. I fancy myself an avid user of TikTok and an avid enjoyer of TikTok humor. Unfortunately for me, I deleted TikTok and I can't get it back. However, see, the humor on TikTok is, unfunny, too, I can admit. For example, the LeBron glaze that just went on for forever and ever and ever and just stopped being funny after a certain point. The Vex Bolts unfollowing was unfunny. However, again, there's things on TikTok. At least you can open up TikTok, a For You page for the first time, and get normal content. Just as an experiment, I looked at Instagram Reels for the second time in my entire life today. This is a fresh For You page. This is the first time with my current account that I looked at Reels. Tell me, the first video that I got was a guy hanging himself. The second video I got was, a penguin, an AI penguin telling you to love yourself, which is cool and all. Cute, whatever. I click on the comments, and the first comment says, gay. So, whatever. It's also the comment section is, brain rot, whatever. By the way, I would just like to specify, I do not consider myself above brain rot. For example, yes, I've caught myself singing, Sigma, Sigma boy, more than one time. I admit this. Wholeheartedly, I have done that. That is a thing that I have done several times in my life. But, look, okay. It's just not good content. The way that Instagram Reels is laid out just rewards, and this is a whole other tangent I'm about to get into, so be prepared. I know you clicked on this for Family Guy, I think, or maybe My Beautiful Face. But okay. The way that Instagram Reels is laid out rewards laziness, and I want you to hear me out here. I can't screen record, because I would, I promise you. I wish I could. I can't. But okay. It's laid out in a way that rewards creators for being lazy. And I tell you what, creators being lazy has always been a thing. YouTube Shorts has lazy creators. TikTok has lazy creators. Your favorite short form platform has lazy creators that have millions and millions of followers for no reason. I think specifically YouTube Shorts has this issue with the skit content creators, Speed McQueen, Manny Show, you know, like the type of guys I'm talking about. But look, Instagram Reels is literally type into an AI prompt what kind of video you want and just literally upload the video onto Reels, and you'll get 600,000 followers. Like right now, I promise you. Like straight up, there was a video that I saw, like the second video that I saw had like a few million like views, okay? 900 million shares. It's an AI video of Nikocado Avocado as a hippopotamus eating grass. Then the video after that was an AI generated video of LeBron and Michael Jordan eating fried chicken, Kentucky Fried Chicken, getting fat, exercising, and then doing it over again, which had 400,000 likes and 600,000 shares. You know what I'm talking about. How? Yet, of course, the high quality, perfect, inhumanly good creators like myself, we are gonna get like 2 views. Actually, you know, if I get a single viewer, I'm actually gonna be really lucky. That'd be really cool. Especially if somebody actually watched all the way through this, because I've been talking for 17 minutes, unedited. Crazy. Anyway, okay, look, whatever. You know what I'm getting at. And again, my sense of humor is not the pinnacle of comedy. To you, at least. I mean, to me, it is. I personally find myself really funny. But of course, humor is subjective. And a lot of people don't find me funny, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how they could. I'm perfect. I'm just kidding. Look. Okay. So back to Family Guy. Basically, the way that Family Guy works is it's just a show that gets rewarded for its laziness. It is a lazy show. It literally farms for the funny moment compilations. That is the whole objective of the show. Let's have a bunch of dopamine rushes consecutively, so that way we can draw our viewers' attention, and so that way they watch our 22-minute long, basically, compilations of humor. I think Robot Chicken's laid out the same way, which I don't watch Robot Chicken, so I don't know if this is factual. I've seen enough compilations on YouTube to not find the humor funny. That I don't find it that funny. I mean, like, some of the jokes are really funny, kind of, but like, I don't know, like the 6 million peso man bit, if you know what I'm talking about, is really funny, I think. But like, it's mostly just like, hey, watch this thing happen, now laugh. And obviously, as I've been saying, Family Guy is the exact same way. I keep watching my head like clip out. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, here, hold on. I'm like sitting on my bed. Okay, hi, what's up? Okay, so basically, what I was getting at is essentially it rewards a. Hold on. Okay. It rewards itself for being lazy because it draws viewers, and then the more viewers that they get, the less that they actually have to try for the show. Try on the show. Work on the show, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so that's the first part of this. That is really the first part. Family Guy rewards its laziness. The second part is the art style. Now, well, this is a whole can of worms for me, because I think that there's a beauty in terrible artwork. Daria, Beavis and Butthead, King of the Hill. Those are 3 shows that look ugly. Very ugly. Oh, South Park too. They look ugly. Their art style is ugly. However, they're entertaining, but in a way that Family Guy is not. And I don't necessarily think that this is a problem or fault of Family Guy as much as it is a fault of just adult animation in general, where literally just creating the worst art style imaginable is the objective, which is, I guess, to distinguish itself and be cool and unique. But you look at that terrible art style, and then you look at a show that, like Smiling Friends, for example. I've been told that I sound like Charlie. Anyway, the whole show looks really good. Like, it, even the ugly character designs look really good, and the 3D models look really good. The show's art direction is really nice and really stylish and very, it makes me actively enjoy the show more. And I think the thing with ugly art styles, and we're gonna use King of the Hill because this is a show out of the three which I brought up earlier that I think I've seen the most. Of course, I've never watched Beavis and Butthead. I know it's funny. I've watched some Daria before. I just cut it on TV. Haven't actively watched it before. I know it's good, but okay. So King of the Hill is an ugly show. Its animation is ugly, just like Family Guy. I mean, Family Guy is a different. One sec. Hold on. Bear with me here. Okay. So King of the Hill, as a show, builds itself off of being ugly as the art style for a reason, just because it's depicting this down-to-earth, kind of ugly depiction of life from, a middle-class Texan's perspective. A 90s America. Okay, cool. And I think the art style, it's very simple, it's a very simple art style, a very ugly, very, you know what the show looks like. I mean, I'd imagine you know what the show looks like. But the difference I fear about Family Guy is that it's ugly for no reason. There is no purpose in making the show look like that. That's the first bit. But the second bit for me is the fact that, and again, this is not at all the fault of Family Guy or its creators or its artists. I know they're talented at what they do. Obviously, the art style is intentionally ugly. Whatever. And also, this isn't even a Family Guy issue. This is actually a Simpsons Futurama issue. They created this art style pretty much. It's they're similar art styles, at their core, I feel. But alright. So many shows came after it that just made themselves either have the exact same art style or unnecessarily grotesque in design. Here's my favorite example of this. American Dad, which obviously Seth MacFarlane created both of them. I don't like Seth MacFarlane, first of all. Second of all, American Dad is a perfectly fine show. I don't find myself watching it. I don't care about it. I know that it has a huge fan base. It's probably up there for adult animated comedies. Okay, cool beans, whatever. Who cares? It's American Dad. Good Morning USA. It's ugly. I don't like watching it because it's ugly. The art style is just unreasonably stupid and bad and dumb and stupid and bad. Yeah, but okay. That's first things first. Second thing. Again, I don't know what I'm actually talking about. I'm yapping so much right now. But Cleveland show. Again, it's Seth MacFarlane. It's ugly. It's the same art style. However, I'd like to also bring up some of the shows. I can't think of any, the names off the top of my head. But, Mr. Burcham or, whatever, that have, that ugly art style. I haven't seen any of these shows. I don't watch that much TV. You'd think that I watch a ton of TV. I don't really watch that much TV. My favorite, one of my favorite shows, the only few shows I've watched all the way through are Simpsons, South Park, Regular Show, and Adventure Time. I'm still working on Futurama. That's pretty much it. I mean, that's pretty much it. Oh, yeah, I'm working on Bleach, too. Bleach has been really good, actually. I mean, I'm not an anime person, but I really do like it. I'd recommend it if you're not an anime person and you want to get into. Because it's my first anime, and I'm really liking it. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. All I'm saying is that the art style is bad. The humor is bad. I don't like the creator. I don't think he's a great person. I mean, also he dissed Matt and Trey from South Park, and I can't stand that because I love Matt and Trey. So anyway, to wrap up what I was talking about, basically, in conclusion, I should say, if I dare to, not South Park, Family Guy is a show that exists, and I don't like it. I think it's bad. It makes me angry. It genuinely is more popular than it should be, and I hate seeing the clips of it on YouTube or on TikTok or on whatever. Who cares? It makes me mad because it's not funny, and all the people in the comment section are like, "Whoa, I've never seen anything this silly before." Quagmire said, whatever he says, and they're all like, all super excited because they're seeing their favorite characters be on screen. I'm sorry, if your favorite character in all of fiction is Brian Griffin, you need to get a new favorite character in all of fiction. Actually, no, because that one video of the dude being like upset they found out that Brian died is actually really funny. I do like that. That's actually what inspired me to watch the Brian Dies episode or whatever it was called. I wasn't paying attention to what it was called because I didn't like it. Anyway, yeah, so anyway, guys, that was a short little video that I made. Yeah, I know. It was a really quick watch, but hey, if you stayed around for the end, consider yourself a lucky survivor, and consider yourself lucky that Seth MacFarlane did not kidnap you and put you in the back of his van or something and drive away with you. As he does. Trust me, a lot of my friends have fallen victim to this while I've been explaining, yapping, if you will, about how awful Family Guy is as a show and as a premise and as a property and as everything ever. It is the worst show on all of TV. I hate Family Guy. Stay classy, y'all.